Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm JC, and today's video is going to be a quick goals video. I wanted to share my Q3 goals and then my July goals with you guys. We won't get into Q2 and how that went. It's not important. It just didn't go quite the way I wanted it to go. We'll just leave it at that. But the month of June actually went fairly well. I'm almost finished tightening up my revisions, my last bit of revisions to get my book ready for publishing, which will lead me into my Q3 and July goals. So for Q3 writing goals, the main big one is to publish The Weight of Her in Q3. It's happening. A release date has been set. You will find out over the next week or so when that date is. And but yeah, that's the main goal for Q3. Some more smaller goals go into the July goals to get that done. But second main goal is to start preparing When Love Calls for publication. I'm probably gonna need another beta reader and then to tighten some things up there and finalize some other things cover wise for that one. The third one is to finish outlining Project Betty, which is the pen name projects. To finish outlining the first 5 series, because there's going to be more than 5 series in that project, at least to start. But I want to finish outlining the first 5 before I start drafting them, because eventually in my mind it's going to be a rapid release type of situation, in terms of I want a certain amount of books to already be finished before I publish the first one in those pen name projects. So y'all know me, I need to outline stuff. That's just I can't operate any other way. So, and then the last one, which is kind of like a really minor back burner project for Q3, is to re-outline Her Own Separate Life, which is another novel that I am realistically seeing I am not going to be able to have published by the end of this year, but I at least want it on its way, like re-outlining, maybe starting drafting, redrafting, whatever. Q3 goals for YouTube and Patreon is to slowly make my way back to 2 videos a week, but we're going to start with 2 videos every other week. Hopefully maintain live streams, obviously. Might have to start batch filming again like I did in my earlier YouTube days, which worked out really well. Maybe I should have never stopped. To get more Patreon members and by consistently posting on Patreon. And since I'm publishing at least 2 books this year, there's going to be a lot of behind the scenes exclusive content over there on Patreon. So I think I'm going to be able to maintain consistency. It's just a matter of getting more Patreon members. So and if I were to get a certain number of Patreon members, I'm not going to say what the number is. I know what the number is. I may potentially consider the idea of doing Patreon live streams, which the thought kind of terrifies me because it would just be me. But, you know, not even sure that would be something people would want. But, you know, it'll be an option if I get enough Patreon members. Right to be business goals. I'm gonna try, because you know money's a bit of a stretch at the moment, but I would like to try to get an ad, a Facebook ad for the store at least 1 week out of every month in the third quarter. I know I'm not going to be able to get an ad for every week of the third quarter. It's just not doable. But just to see if it makes a difference and if it gives me a bump in traffic and all that in the store. And to, you know, promote the magazine and get more authors in the magazine and things like that. And I really need to increase my book sales. That would be great. publishing more would help that. So yeah, that's basically quarter 3. But July specific goals is to get The Weight of Her ready to publish, finish the revisions, format and order my proof copy, market and promote to the best of my ability, to start prepping the When Love Calls publication, send it out to another beta reader, set a release date for that, start revisions for that. But you know, that might be a little ambitious for July, considering I still haven't published The Weight of Her. So I'm looking at this like, why did I do that to myself? Anyway, to finish outlining Project Betty Series 3 in July, just the third one. I'd like to outline Series 4 too, but I'm just kind of trying to be realistic, because I only outline on the weekends now because I'm working on the revisions and publishing The Weight of Her throughout the week. So I save my weekends for revisions, unless it's like an admin type of weekend. But and then to start working on the pen name socials and increasing things on that end for the pen name, as far as the social media goes for that, and to re-outline her own separate life, which I'm not entirely sure why I put that in the month of July. I'm really over ambitious with these goals. I don't know what I was thinking. But YouTube and Patreon, to maintain my 1 vlog a week, while slowly trying to build back in the second video every other week. So 2 weeks out of the month of July, there should be 2 videos in that week. So not the first week of July. Oh gosh, it's one of those weeks where it's 5. We'll worry about that later. But every other week, I'm trying to get back to the 2 videos a week that I used to be able to do. I'm gonna work on it. I make no promises. The second one for July is to start filming the writing experiment, which is going to be for a certain series. It's going to be on my channel that I'm going to be starting up, which I'll explain more about later when I get into actually doing the experiment. But to film that experiment sometime during the month of July, and to maintain consistency on my Patreon, write the general July post for Patreon, and then piece of exclusive content every week, sometimes more than one piece if there's a deleted clip in my vlog that I need to cut out, and I will put it over there on Patreon. And for the business, also to get an ad for the first week in July, for the store, and to promote the magazine's Ko-fi and the get more authors in the magazine for interviews. And that's it for July. And really need to work on making manageable goals here. But y'all know me. It's hard for me not to be overly ambitious. But I'm gonna slide over, show me writing out the goals, and I'll put them up there eventually. And I'll be right back on the other side. So that's it. There you have it. Those are my quarter 3 goals and my goals for the month of July. Cross your fingers that I am able to at least do one of those. Okay, no. We're gonna think positive. I'm going to complete my goals in July. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Share some goals with me that you might have for the month of July or for quarter 3. As per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store, my Ko-fi page, my Patreon, or buying my books, all of those links can be found in the description box below. Until next time, have a blessed day. Bye.